Okay, welcome to this particular video lecture series. And in this video, we are going to talk about creating roof for our building project, right? So let's move on to our building project. So our roof definitely is going to hang on the parapet. So how do you create a roof? Simply go to your parapet level, right? Go to your parapet level. Then go to architecture and where is roof? Click on this roof. Then let's edit the type of the roof, duplicate it and name it roof. So we can go to edit, we can change the material, we can also change the thickness of the roof. This thickness of the roof is the roofing sheet, so we can say 25 mm or 50 mm as the case may be for the roofing sheet, right? Then we can also change the material of the roof. We can create a new material, rename it to be roof, and then open the material library. You can see roofing here. So you can use any roofing material here, anyone is perfect. So I'm going to use this particular one that is dark red color or wine red color. So, and I'm going to click on OK. So after that, the base level of the roof has to be on my roof level, right? Roof level. I think roof level. Anyway, it can be on anywhere. If it is not at the correct place, you can move it to the correct position. So let's now sketch the roof. So if you want your roof to have some offset, this is where you can set the offset. But of course, since we have a parapet, there's no need to have any offset. So the parapet has already offsetted from the wall, right? So just sketch the roof on the parapet. Sketch the roof on the parapet. After you do that, simply click on OK and then go to see how it is on the 3D. So we have a beautiful roof here. So okay, the roof is at the correct position, right? It's exactly on top of the parapet, right? So this is how your design will look. If you want, of course, you know there are different types of roof. This particular type of roof is called a pitch roof. We also have what we call the flat roof, right? So depending on the type of roof you want, you can create. So like I said earlier, we have to draw a straight, because this cantilever, this roof is cantilever here. There's no support, so we have to make it easy to construct, we'll just put a column here to hold the roof. So how do we can put a fanciful column. You can go to ground floor. Let's look for a fanciful column. You can see column here. So when you click on column, instead of using this default column, I can go to load family and I can choose a better column. Just click on column here. These are different types of columns. So I think I like this one. So just open it. Say okay. Okay. Go back to architecture. Instead of use architectural column, because it's an architectural column we want to draw. So use an architectural column, then go to load family and then go to columns and select that column. Yes. So you can change the material as well. You can duplicate to columns. You can also change the material is aluminum. You can change it to concrete instead of aluminum. So let's change it to, let's use this concrete here, right? So the base, we can also edit the dimensions, right, of the column. So I don't need to do that now. So let me place the column at this point. Let me place another column at this point. And then let me place one column at this point. At this point. Right? So just click on your 3D. You can see your column is starting from the ground floor level to the first floor. So I want the column to start from the step level and move all the way up to the roof level. Let's see how it is. Okay, no, it should move all the way up to the parapet level because it is meant to hold the parapet. So this is how it looks. So likewise, this column, move it to step level to parapet level, right? Likewise, this one, from step level to parapet level. So the column looks too big for me, so I'm going to reduce the diameter. So this is the base. Let me make this base to be, let me make it to be 100. This capital, let me make it 150. Diameter, this is the diameter, let me make it 400. Right, those are the necessary dimensions. So this is how it now looks. This is how it looks. So I think I should bring it forward, or I can I think I should bring it forward, like out, bring it out. So let me go over to ground floor. Let me bring it out. Just move it out here. Let's see if this is okay. Okay, I think this is okay. No, let's move it in more. So you just have to make sure it is accurate. Okay, I think this is good. This is good. So let's do the same thing over here. Just move it. I think that's the position. No, that's not the position. Is it? Okay, instead of trying to get the exact position, I can just copy this and move it in a straight line. Did I get it? I think I got it properly. Yeah. So likewise, this one, I think the edge of the column is just okay, I can guess where it is. So we can move this one here, right? Yes. So I think we have a good design. So this small railing here will be attached to the column, while this wall will be attached to the column as well, while the railing at the top will also be attached to the column, and then the column is taking care of the parapet, right? Likewise this part. So we have a good design here, a very, very good design here. right? So I think this is nice. So we have successfully created made this design. So we can you can on your own you can add more components on this lounge area. Maybe you can have um tables and chairs, maybe like something like, you know how a lounge looks, right? So maybe tables and chairs, maybe anything you can add, right? You can add whatever you want to add. So before we finish this particular video, let's create the compound level, because this building is going to be inside the compound, right? So let's create the compound level. So how do you do that? The compound floor, rather, let me call it the compound floor. So I can move all these my icons forward so that it will not be distracting. Just highlight them and move them away from the building area. So my compound level, how do I create it? So just go to floor, this is the type of floor, call it compound floor. Edit the material, create a new material for it, rename it to compound floor. Let's use site work, so you can see what did they call it, interlock, right? So you can see interlock, so you just look for I think this is it. Let's look at it. Okay, that's not interlock. You can see interlock. I think it is this one. Let's check. It is not. It's, where is it? Interlock. You can use grass, of course. Cobblestone. Okay, cobblestone interlocking. So this is interlock, right? So you can use this interlock for your compound level. You can use any material. So I can just use a rectangle. Remember, this is depending on the land area. So your compound level definitely will be according to the land area. I remember, like I said in the first video, the distance between your building and your fence or your boundary should be at least 3 meters. That is 3 meters here, 3 meters here, 3 meters here. And then if you have a road here, it should be 6 meters. Standard, but not compulsory that you have that. Let me shorten this distance. I think it's too long, it's too big. So I think this is beautiful. So my compound level has to be on the step level, because it has to be on the very, very base. So just click on OK, and then let's see in 3D. Nice one. So you can see how the interlock is. Interlocking material. So everything looks good. Everything here looks good, at least for a beginner. Definitely, as you continue practicing and doing more projects, you'll be able to creatively design more beautiful stuff. But as a beginner, if you can do this, you have gotten a lot of value already. So keep practicing, keep learning, and keep being creative on your designs, right? Yes. So this is where we're going to stop in this video. Thank you.